Right, guys, so Boris Johnson has spoken tonight. I'm sure you've all heard it, but just want to go over some of the points that he's talking about. Um, so he's saying about, so go to work if you can. Well, I can go to work because I'm fit and healthy, but only if you must. Well, I must go to work, but you shut down my company. Um, and if you're not going to pay me the furlough money, then yes, I must go to work, and I can go to work because I'm fit and healthy, but I can't go to work because you shut down my company. If you can't work from home, you're being actively encouraged to go to work, but you have to avoid public transport. So if you can't work from home, you have to go to work. But like I just said, I can't work from home because you've shut down my company. So he's actively encouraging people to avoid public transport, but you must maintain social distancing. But he also wants you to go to work by car or by bike. That's how you have to travel to work because capacity is now going to be limited on public transport. So if nobody's using public transport and he's urging people to go to work by car or by bike, who is going to be on the public transport? This is just such double speak that's going on at the moment, and such it's just ridiculously contradicting itself. So now from Wednesday, we've all been allowed to have an unlimited amount of time outside for outdoor exercise time. It's unlimited, so we can be out from morning till evening. And he's told us we can sit in the sun now. We're allowed to sit in the sun, and we can sit in the park. We can play sports, but only with other family members. We can drive to other destinations. He's not said anything about that. So basically, what can I drive from here to Scotland? Another destination. Not really been very clear there. And you must obey the rules on social distancing. And fines have now been increased for the minority that break those rules. So this is nuts, man. So now we're allowed to be outside for as long as we want, which I was doing anyway. No one is in policing the time you're spending outside, unless you're at protest, of course. Unlimited amount of outdoor time. And he said you can sit in the sun, like giving you permission to sit in the sun. For people that weren't sitting in the sun and have been waiting for permission to leave their house, what fucking bear? Bear! It's just ridiculous. Um, so like the minority that break those rules are going to be, the fines have been increased, but he didn't say how much they were. But what fines are they going to be giving out now when everyone can be out? You don't know how long someone's out. You don't know what they're doing out. You don't know, it doesn't matter now. There are going to be no fines now unless you're at a protest. Okay. That's why I'm saying we don't call it protests. We call it a social distance gathering, and we do have our social distancing. But then we can all do this now. We can actually gather, but do it in a social distancing fashion. And they can't touch you because you can have unlimited amount of time outdoors. So June the 1st, they're going to reopen. They're going to be reopening shops, and primary school children are going back to school. That's June the 1st. Hopefully by July, hospitality is now going to be open, and other public places they're going to be opening for us. And also he mentioned the fact that now is the right time to quarantine anybody coming into the country. So anyone flying into Britain is now going to be quarantined for 2 weeks, I think it was. Now that the infection is lower, now they're going to be quarantining people. Does that make any sense? So whilst there was a pandemic going on and there was all these deaths and infections and cases, they didn't quarantine people coming in, didn't even stop people coming in. But now they're going to be quarantining people that come into the country. There's also going to be a new COVID alert system that presumably is going to be on our phone. And it's going to be from it's going to go up in a scale from 1 to 5. 1 being there's COVID-19 is no longer present in the UK, up to number 5, which is critical material risk of overwhelming the NHS. And then you've got your five things we need to get to make sure we can end this lockdown. So number 1, sufficient critical care capacity across the UK. Number 2, sustained and consistent fall in daily deaths. Number 3, rate of infection decreasing. And this just is ridiculous. Number 4, testing and PPE are able to meet demand. Shouldn't that be number 1? I thought this was save the NHS. So number 4 is make sure they've got enough PPE. Number 5, adjustments to measures will not risk a second peak that overwhelms the NHS. So once we've reached those 5 measures, then the lockdown will be over. But it's not going to be, is it? Not for now. Because there's conditions he kept going on about, and the data they're going to be looking at, and the scientific data that they're going to be looking at to check this out, and the new data from the alert system. So this is just crazy, and this just shows that this is a load of bullshit. Because, you know, people have been protesting, things have been happening, and now all of a sudden you're allowed unlimited time outdoors, just like that. And it's very specific from Wednesday. What date is it on Wednesday? You know, if this was going to happen, it's like from now, but it's like, no, from Wednesday. So the 13th of May, you've got unlimited time outside. But I've been doing that anyway. Seeing my family, seeing my friends, seeing my mum. No government is going to tell me, yeah, that I can't see my own mum and I can't see my own family. That's not happening. Not in my time. No way. And for the people that were listening and didn't see their family and friends and their own mums and stuff during this time, really sad. Really sad. So don't forget, guys, from Wednesday, you've got unlimited time outside. You've got permission now. You're allowed. You've been told. So now they want us all out of our houses from Wednesday. Have you seen the weather in the UK? We went from summer to winter. It was freaking freezing today. It was freezing. It was unbelievable. The wind, it was icy. It was nuts. Didn't see the sun all day. And this evening, just now, those clouds have started to clear. You can see the sky. And it's just freezing. And it's supposed to be the same for, I think, the next couple of weeks. So, yeah, now that it's freezing cold and whatever's happened to the sun and our weather, now you all go outside, pile outside of your houses and go and catch a real cold. And then we've got a few more cases of COVID. Nuts. Peace out.